we've discussed your situation. Yeah. Now we need to discuss what steps we can take, practical steps. Yeah. So look, this was the old CD. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's a reason why I'm showing you this. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That was that, and then this is this. Yeah. This is the reason why you got yourself an interview, because this is more focused and concentrated. Here you've got how many things? It's like, it's difficult to follow because you've got so much, because you're doing your contracting and saying, I've done this, I've done this, I've done that. Yeah? You know what I mean? So for them, this will be in very, very, you went to Cambridge, didn't you?
Yes, because it's an online school, so they're associated with Cambridge.
Okay, fine. So, but your first one was in Buckinghamshire. Okay, fine. But you see, but this is more. This is why you got yourself the interview. Yeah, there's a big difference.
This one looks fantastic.
Yeah.
But like when they're doing the interview, perhaps permanent jobs.
Yeah.
They might do this way and then broaden it. With the contracting, they were asking me question and answers. Scenarios. So for every answer, the last 1 hour was to kind of be very specific. So for example, when they ask me, it is a redress role. But what was the role about? They've got the program inside of it, such as somebody creating, like the back end technicians, and then they've got the front end, which is the redress analyst, the person like you who deals with all the front end data, and then help provide this one to third parties. So for every time they ask me a question, I have to go back to each one of these contracts, because although they're generally similar, but for example, the platform you use, the software you use, the way you create this, you connect within inter-departments, they're all different.
So that's not a problem. If I were you, I would tell them, look, this is a compact version of my CV, and I've got an expanded version, and I will be relying, so I'll have this, and then I'll be using this as a reference for this, isn't it? But this is just for their point of view, this is just easy to read, and okay, the last 3 things you've been doing, bang, 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 that's why you got this. But this is for you, you've got a lot more, but this is for you to dip into and refer to, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So this is good. I just want you to see the difference that you made. So which is now you got this, but this is, you can refer to this, but this is, it's when you focus and you become more compact, you create more opportunities.
Yes.
That's my point.
Definitely,
so,
you're right.
You see? And I think the same goes even with in terms of the action plan that I'm going to ask you. But I'm just going to say one point, which is maybe a couple points. Number one, please believe in yourself and continue, because I know you've got a lot of ability. I can see this, and you've proved to yourself many times. But you need to work on your mindset. Yeah. Off topic. Are you reading any books on mindsets?
I just read the Quran. I read that all night.
Very good.
Astaghfirullah, like at least once a week.
Okay, that's fine. This is the
That's
duty.
what helps me.
It's duty, and it's an obligation, and is a blessing. Yeah, I read it regularly, but in terms of self-development, mindset, it's science, right? There's a science behind it. Are you reading anything about these kind of things? No?
No.
Okay, there are so many things to be read. So, if I were you, I would invest a bit of time on that. Okay. Yeah? I'll give you some suggestions, because I think this is what I'm feeling from you, is that your mindset is a little bit, you are a bit, because you're going through difficulties, yeah? You are a bit more frustrated, and you cannot see the tree for the forest. You know what I mean? So to help you with that, I think there are a number of things that you can do. It's really, really important. Fathiya, I can see you've walked in. Wait for me. I'll see you as soon as I finish here. Okay. So, are you using iWorks at all? iWorks? No?
I do.
You do? iWorks, our platform. Are you
Yes,
using it?
even last night I was on it.
Really? Okay. Generally speaking, where do you use? I mean, what do you do with it when you're on it? What do you do?
I check my my meeting time and then I look for work.
You look for work.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
But sometimes, like I click on it, it just like it's like that empty.
It's empty.
Yeah, it
But
takes
do
too
you
long at times.
have you used these tools?
Yeah, but then I realize I have to use this job bit instead of the tab where it says vacancies.
Yeah.
Every time I use the vacancy one,
Yeah.
it doesn't give me the jobs.
Yeah.
So
you go on that one.
yeah. So now
Okay.
I realize it's the job bit.
Do you also go on this one, e-learning?
No, I don't go to them right now.
Okay, maybe I can show you that one. So if you go on this one, e-learning here, if you go on this, you can see some things on the site. So all these different topics. So you've not been on this page before?
I've been browsing around it.
You
It's just
browsing
I have not accessed them.
No problem. Fine. So I'm going to introduce it to you now. So here, there's a lot in here. There's attitude and mindset. Example. So here, you can browse a bit more about how to prepare yourself even more for interviews and so on. And example, challenges and change. How to develop resilience. Yeah, become stronger. You are a strong person, but even more stronger. So, for example, let's go with this one. Resilience. So you click on that one, and then it gives you a lot of material. If you have spare time, I urge you to browse these things. I found it very, very useful myself.
Okay.
And also here, you've got things like attitude and mindset. So there's something called growth mindset, and there's the, you know that one, limited mindset and growth mindset. There's a theory behind it.
No, but like you said, I'm gonna start like accessing them.
It's really important.
Yeah, I'm gonna
you do.
access them.
It's really, really important you do. Yeah, positive perspective. It's really, they really, really help
Okay.
get you in there, because that's what you need. Difficult times, you need to sustain yourself. Yeah. So this one, and also you have things like emotional intelligence. Are you familiar with this term as well? Emotional intelligence?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, example, tips on how to demonstrate EI at an interview. This is the sort of things they look for. You become increasingly sought after, high, blah, blah, blah. So, you can explore it a bit more, but I'm just giving you as an example.
You see, I really like all these things. My only kind of out of respect of it, it's like every time I'm being given certain tasks to read, with all due respect, I just have this impression that because I'm not doing this, that's why I didn't get the job. But my thing is, I have already been through all this for the past 10 years. Like I said, I started working in this country since 2005. I started working at the gym floor with Virgin Active in 2005 for me to pay for my studies and then go to uni. So one way or another, I have done these studies and I've done so many intensive training. So every time somebody I know what I did to get those jobs. And perhaps you're right, reading them will sweeten my mind. But what I'm asking is if for example, I was not on benefit, I'm a consultant, would I need to be put through this in order for me to get a job?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Yeah. These, I am going to have to disagree with you a little bit here. These sort of things are for everyone and all the time, because you are familiar with them, but probably this is practice and revision and again and again.
To help my person.
Because these things are, every time you look into them, you will understand them at a deeper level. And because right now, talking to you, I know you will benefit from them.
Okay.
So trust me and believe me, I do, because I can see you're frustrated. You're frustrated because, and understandable why you're frustrated, yeah? So you need to have more of, you know what I mean? And this is an ongoing, it doesn't stop. You don't say, for example, oh, I've read something about it some time ago. No, we go back to it again and again and again.
Okay.
You know, it's continuous, because why? Because our emotions change, right? Right? So when the emotions change, we need to top up on understanding. So my suggestion is you look into them, yeah, but also look into other things. For example, if you go audiobooks, right? You should really spend more because it really will help you.
I've got so many audiobooks
Okay,
and audio
are they a
DVDs.
positive mindset? And all
Yes,
that?
all
What
business,
like what?
business things.
So are you for example? Can you give me an example of the audiobooks that you're listening to now to do with positive mindset?
Yeah, I've before I used to be like subscribed to Amazon Audio.
Okay.
So like for all kind of like even like the First Ladies books.
Yeah.
The Melinda Gates books.
Yeah.
All those things like I used to listen to them.
Yeah.
In terms of business part,
Yeah.
I've got like all my drawers.
Yeah.
They're full of DVDs
Yeah.
that I bought.
Yeah.
And like I used to buy the package for like £500, and then read them, go through them again and again. Because like I said, I am so into kind of consultancy and affiliating, so I've always been reading them. An example of those books is like like you said, it is this content. If you have a book on like in terms of business or ventures, they still have like so many chapters in them that will like form your mindset, put your mindset right to where you want, the plant it, and then the use like the scope of the learning of perhaps if it's business, if it's mortgages, if it's affiliating, they do that. I have bought so many courses in order for me to do them. These ones you write, I can revise them because I have them. But my thing is, my frustration is lying is when I am a self-employed, someone to just like pull me out of that and then put me into here, not on this one, into like a job seekers box, for them just to monitor me. That's doesn't add up. Because I didn't just go out of school and didn't get a job. I got my job. My last job was up to 65k. Even if when they were on my CV, it was 63 to 65k. If that person is not getting a job, something doesn't add up. And for them to pull me out of self-employed and then drag me into job centers, may God forbid, if the person doesn't want me to get a job, chances are like I'm not gonna get a job. And my frustration is there. I moved, I did that, I did everything they asked me. And when they said they're gonna refer me to this company, to your department, I thought I'm just gonna come here and then you're gonna help me out. I do well, I apply for the jobs that I know how to do them, and then I get back to work. I was even told like you will be supporting me till to my last pay. My last pay was 4,800 from Lloyd. So I am having all those expectations. My concern is like if somebody gave me a preparation for a job interview and then I work for 10 days, I turns out to be a mind game. That is very bad. I cannot handle that because one way or another.
Let me tell you what I understand from what you said.
Yeah.
Can I give you a feedback?
Yeah.
Genuine feedback. You said to me quite a lot. And it's important for you to understand how I understand it. Because this is an issue. You say quite a lot. But I'm finding okay, fine. So icon is down, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's just I was thinking, why is it down? So my understanding from what you said is that you're frustrated because they're not giving you a job. You are earning. This is exactly what I heard you say. You are earning a lot of money doing your job, earning £65,000. Yeah. That job finished because of the pandemic. Because the contract finished.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you're saying to me you're frustrated because somebody does not want to give you a job.
I have the feeling.
Yeah.
If I add up the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't add up. It doesn't kind of like it doesn't make me feel good.
Okay. Then let me a little bit. Okay. So fine. So you are frustrated because you are not getting what you want. When you add up everything, you're thinking somebody's out to get you and you're not getting what you want. Yeah.
What I need.
What you need.
I want. Yeah.
What you need. Not want, what you need. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
And then My problem is it could be systematic or anything else.
Okay, fine. Then that's why I'm asking this question.
Yeah.
You don't know who that is because there's no one out to get you. They don't know you
We
personally.
don't know that.
But I can maybe show you something. You've been applying to different roles. They don't know each other.
We don't know that.
No, but you've been applying to HSBC, you've been applying to Lloyd's, you've been applying to. It's safe to assume these companies don't know that you're applying. We don't know that, but
Yeah.
it's safe to assume.
Legally you will say like, we don't know. They don't know me.
But I'm saying from this easiest way of understanding is to assume that most companies don't, because they don't have the time or the resources to say, oh, this person has applied for us, has this person also applied for you. I promise you, people apply to our company and they also apply again and again and we don't even know it's them.
I appreciate that.
I take my word for it. Please, you assume that these people that you're applying to don't know each other. And just assume for your own health, yeah? And assume that they're not doing it out of spite to put a, to you know what I mean? Just assume that, yeah? Assume that you're not getting the job that you need for other reasons other than that. That's number one. Why? Because you were getting jobs before. You were getting jobs before, yeah? So no one was out to get you from before, were they?
I would assume that no one was there to get me.
And now no one is out to get you.
We don't know that.
We don't know that,
Yeah.
but we can assume so because the best
Until
prediction.
I get proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You have to assume it, and I respect your point of view.
Yeah.
But it's me who's going through it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
If a company
Yeah.
who knows that they've got a project
Yeah.
that I can do,
Yeah.
that I've done for 10 years,
Yeah.
they have that project since 2016. Even if they were looking for somebody in real terms,
Yeah.
they're looking for somebody to come and help them.
Yeah.
They should
Yeah.
put that in black and white,
Yeah.
that they're looking for that person. But if a project is at the end, you're looking for an employee. It's very general. If a contract is finishing, they would need someone internal. My concern is like, if it happens once, it's an assumption. If it happens twice,
Yeah.
it might be like the same. But if it keep happening and
You
happening,
are drawing conclusion out of that.
yeah, because
Okay.
it hurts. Yeah, this person, he sent me a job. You're gonna see the email. I don't know them. I didn't apply for the job. They contacted me. They asked me to do things. I did everything. For 10 days in Ramadan, I'm preparing. They came, everything went normal. The problem is the person that sent me the email will do my interview didn't show up. 2 other guys came out. They did the interview, everything went well. And it's not the first time. The first job was in Edinburgh, 65k job. I went to the interview with BlackRock. They did the interview, everything. Wallahi billahi tallahi. 1 week, my phone wasn't connecting to the company. More than 1 week. I have to use a different phone.
To get around it.
They couldn't reach me, I couldn't reach them. Wallahi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is my witness. Okay?
Yeah, that's very strange.
Yeah, that's horrible. I
Yeah.
had to put it online
Yeah.
to tell them this is not acceptable. I don't mind you giving me a 25k job.
But at least let me get through to you.
Yeah.
How
If
about
it-
emails? Were you sending email?
I did.
They didn't get back to you?
No, the man told me that he didn't receive anything. He tried to called me so much, he got frustrated to even give me a feedback. It's not the first time. I've got it on there.
Right.
And this time, this woman, after the guys said it's not going through, all
Yeah.
3 are men,
Yeah.
the woman called me, sent me a different email
Okay.
from the same company, said, Miss Jallo, this is the job I want you to send to the employer. So if you're sending me this CV now, who did I talk to for the past 10 days?
Okay, fine. I understand. It sounds very strange, and it's like it makes you think about things. You think, why is this happening again and again? Okay, all right.
I just want to get back to work. That's all I want.
All right. Now we need to agree on some things going forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get this?
Yeah, this is for you.
Yeah,
both
thank
of them are for you. I just
Thank
wanted you to see the difference.
You are so good. Thank you. It's so hard. When my father died, I wanted to die.
When did he die?
He died last year.
Oh, okay.
He died last year. He waited for 3 years for me to send him money. Only last year he had
But
to.
when you were making the money back in those days, yeah, maybe it's something. It's a learning process. Next time you start making a lot of money, put 90% aside for.
You know, my father, like I said, he's not feeling well, and he's got more than 20 family members in Africa. At that time, after it's just me. I've got my 2 brothers and sister in France. Now they can help. Before, I'm the eldest daughter. For everything I have to do in order to protect them there. So when I couldn't get the money, it has to be on one side help.
Okay. You know what? I think I kept you enough here long enough today. I'm gonna say to you, just work on your mindset, yeah, and just please continue doing your job searching as usual. I'm not gonna stress you more, yeah, and focus on your self-employment contract and focus on how you can get back to it. Okay?
Okay.
That's all I can say to you, because you pretty much know exactly what you're doing. It's just you have to just keep it calm and believe in yourself. Wallah, you have to believe in yourself.
Okay, one last thing. Can I register as an employee for one of my company? Or would not that work?
Register as an employee.
Yeah, because when I'm working for the company, like when I was contracting, the way I do it, to help with taxations, I pay myself.
Yeah.
So instead of paying myself 50K, I was just paying myself 11K.
Yeah. Okay.
under the tax allowance.
Okay.
So anything else would be expenses from the company.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I do that?
Of course, people do that.
If I can do that, it means I am an employee.
Yeah.
Then even if, for example, I don't have much money, it means that I shouldn't be looking for another work, or I don't need to look for another work.
But how are you going to survive without that? I mean, they're helping you with the rent, right?
Yes. So
how are you going to survive without it?
I'm thinking of kind of the old, the way that they do it.
Yeah.
Where they have the threshold.
Yeah.
Instead of just waiting for me to show them my 342 or 350, can they is there another kind of part of the payment that they will see that I am an employee for my contract, for my company, and I'm consulting by myself?
Yeah, because then you're going to have to give yourself a pay slip, right?
Yes, I will give my pay slip, but there won't be no payment.
But on the pay slip, you can write the money on, right? You can say, so that will be enough.
Okay.
If you showed me a pay slip, your earnings, to me that will show that you're employed. It doesn't matter whether you're employed by your own company or you're employed by other people.
Okay.
Right? As long as they can see the pay slip that says that you're getting money, that's all that matters. But I'm just wondering, unless you got a real contract, how are you going to sustain that?
Okay, an example of that is if I do just that as an employee, I am free from the assumption or kind of the responsibility of always looking for work.
Correct.
Yeah,
I understand that, but in reality, how are you going to survive? Fine, you can pretend that you are getting paid by your own company. That's fine. I understand that, but in reality, you're not getting paid.
I can still get paid.
How?
If I do, like I said, I am registered for extra work.
Okay.
So if I can get that money in.
Yeah, but do you have that money coming in now?
Yeah, once I register back, I've stopped contacting them.
Okay. Now
before, I used to make £100, 200, 300 a month on those extra work.
Okay.
So I've never lied about it.
Okay, that's fine, because that was not clear to me. So once you start getting money in again, then that's fine. As long as you are in reality getting something in.
Definitely, that's what I want to do.
I understand.
Yeah, because if, for example, right now you put there that I'm looking for work, I'm constantly actively looking for work.
Yeah.
We all spending time on that task, and then you find out hold on, Miss Jallo is not just doing that; she's doing another extra work out there. She's not telling me. Even if they just pay me £100 a month, I believe I'm still supposed to tell you that because I'm spending time If I spend one day in London,